Have you ever wondered if you could use ChatGPT to recreate a video script and a video in the style of, say, Mr. Beast, mixed with something like Shakespeare, Romeo and Juliet? G'day, I'm Appy Dave and I do courses and help people with ChatGPT. And today I've been automating ChatGPT using the OpenAI uh, using the OpenAI API. And one of the things that happened today was that I was trying to work out the cost of making these different requests to ChatGPT. And I wrote a little bit of code that's here, or I grabbed it off the internet to be honest. And what it led to was I needed a complex prompt that I could test the costing mechanisms within OpenAI. And I decided to work with this Romeo and Juliet as if it was done in the style of Mr. Beast. And this led me down a few rabbit holes that I wasn't expecting at the beginning of this process, and I'll take you through it. So this morning, I've come up with this idea and I said, can you create a prompt that I could use in a different chatbot that would help me recreate a Mr. Beast video script based on the Shakespeare play Romeo and Juliet? And what it's done is it's written this complex prompt. And this is what I'm trying to get some costing information on. What would it cost to send this prompt? What would it cost to get a result? And from there, I took it and said, okay, let's move over to a new chat GPT window and we'll just paste it in and see what we get. And we ended up getting this storyline, which can be used to recreate a video for Mr. Beast or in his style using ChatGPT. Now, from there, I said, can you create a YouTube title for me? So it's created a title and it said Romeo and Juliet Challenge, Love Beyond Feuds, Mr. Beast's Epic Quest for Unity and Philanthropy. And I took this particular information and opened up a new bot and said, here is some context. Say yay if you understand. Now I use this technique when I don't want it to report any results. I just want it to absorb the information. And I've just prefixed each section with who did it. So I wrote something, I said, can you create a prompt? The bot said something, the bot came up with an answer. From there, the bot wrote a script for the video. After that, the bot said, oh, I said, can you give me a YouTube title for Mr. Beast? And it's given the answer. And finally, this chat window has said yay, which is exactly what I needed it to do. So I took that information, I said, okay, let's go and create an image. So the first thing I think of when I'm creating videos, especially from a YouTube automation point of view, which is not how I normally do it, but it's an area I'm exploring, is I'll just create an image for a thumbnail. So I said, based on the above context, I need a thumbnail for this video. It should have some type of text. So I want the text to be written into the thumbnail. That's something you can do with DALL3. No more than 3 words on the thumbnail, but otherwise it should be a blend of the concepts above. So everything that we've been writing up till now, whether it be my questions or the results from ChatGPT, are now making up the context for the image we're about to create. And this is the first attempt. It comes up with this image. It doesn't say 3 words, but it does have the word love on it. It's not the shape of a thumbnail, it's a square shape, which is the default by DALL3 if you don't tell it otherwise. From a styling point of view, okay, it probably looks like a modern YouTube or social media sort of video thumbnail, but it certainly doesn't look like Shakespeare. So I took it one step further and said, I need the styling to be in line with Shakespeare era, but with Mr. Beast's perspective. And I need it to be in a 16:9 or thumbnail format. And this is what it came up with. And I looked at that and I thought, perfect. I've got my thumbnail for my YouTube inspired video. So the next step I did was said, can you go back to the script that you've written for me? And I just need a summary of it so I can talk about it here. And it basically says, the Romeo and Juliet challenge merges Mr. Beast's philanthropy with Shakespeare's tale, pitting modern influence of families in a city setting. Through challenges reflecting the play's, oh, no, no, I can't even say that, the players' themes, love, feuds, and reconciliation, that they promote unity and charity. This unique blend of literature and social media encourages positive actions and community engagement. So from there, we now understand what the video theme is going to be about. I was then able to take the actual script from a bit earlier. I dropped it into a product called Revoicer, but you could use 11 Labs, you can use the text-to-speech mechanism with OpenAI, and from here I was able to create an audio track that might be useful for a MrBeast video. Then after that, I then started creating some graphics. So the way I started with this, and let's just see if we can bring it up. Thought I had this available, but we'll come in here. So I went and found MrBeast's logo here, and I copied it in, got rid of the background, and from there I used Midjourney to create a bunch of variations in the style of Romeo and Juliet. From there, I was able to take the thumbnail that we've created and just put them on top, give a little bit of a transparency behind. So we've got this variation here, got the variation with just MrBeast. We've got two male versions of MrBeast, and then the one that I tend to like was this one here. We've got MrBeast and his Juliet. We've got the Romeo and Juliet challenge. We've got this little bit of a double entendre going on here because we've got the word beast, which can represent MrBeast, but then directly above it, we've got three beasts going on. So I think that's everything. So the main thing I guess I want to talk about here as we look through this is that one of the things you can do with ChatGPT is you can lead it down many different pathways. I started off simply trying to figure out how much a prompt would cost, and that led me to using ChatGPT to invent a prompt. From there, I was able to create a script for a video. I was then able to create some thumbnails, and you can merge it all together, especially with concepts like 11 Labs or Revoicer for text-to-speech. And before you know it, you've created a video artificially off a theme you just wanted. I'm Happy Dave. I specialize in teaching people how to use ChatGPT and in automating bots using OpenAI APIs. If you're interested in learning more, click in the link below. I have an academy where I teach people in small group settings. And anyway, have a great day.